Happy Friday to you. Today is going to be a quick one. I think I talked in these videos for too long, so we won't do that today. But this is tip number 5. It's not a tool. I don't even know if it's a tactic, but it is one of the more powerful things that you can do. And I can sum it up very simply by saying the best new client is a satisfied old client. So what does that mean? It's obvious, right? Once you get a client, the best thing you can do is, if it's the right kind of client, treat them in a way that they will want to stick around, want to hire you again, or want to keep you on a retainer basis, and even to go into the relationship that way, set it up that way, where there's no question. I'm not coming in here to write an email for you and disappear. I don't do projects like that. That's what you can say. I prefer to get to know my clients, get to know me. It'll be better for the client because you got somebody who really deeply understands your product, understands your audience. And it's like switching horses in the middle of a race. If they keep switching copywriters looking for, somebody to do better, just get with somebody who can perform for you, someone who can learn from you on an ongoing basis over time, and it will turn out better. So they get to know you better, you get to know them better. Everybody benefits. So you can go into the arrangement that way. That's how I didn't always do that. Believe me, in the beginning, it's easy to say, I'll take whatever you'll give me. But you can always backtrack. I usually don't. I much prefer to work on bigger scale projects. They say, I want an email written. Okay, I can do that for you, but wouldn't it make more sense to rather than take one swing at this thing with one email, for me to write a series of emails? Wouldn't it make more sense that I also am involved with the landing page or the sales page that is going to, that the email is pointing to make sure that makes sense, to make sure there's a good connection and all that. So, there's the unintended consequences of having a good email is you got to have a good landing page. Because you've seen it happen before too. The email really gets you excited and you go to a page and it sucks, or it's not even related. So you can tell the customer, they think, or the client, they know what they think, they know what they want. They think they know what they need, but they don't. So it's like, you think you need one email, you think you need 3 emails. You really need 8 emails, or you need 8 weeks of emails. You think you need weekly emails. Really, you need daily emails. You think you need a short landing page. Clients will tell you that too. I already see I'm going longer than I meant to. They'll tell you, I just need a little something. That's their way of trying to not pay too much. So when people ever use the word little, in my opinion, that's like a red flag. People say little because they're framing the conversation to say, I'm not paying a lot, so I'm not going to ask for a lot. But you can go into it differently. You're the expert. You're the guy who knows how to sell. You're the gal, sorry. you're the person who can deliver the results that they need and the things that they don't even know that they need or want. So you had to come in there and say, hey, look, I can give you what you want, but it would be irresponsible of me to not at least suggest what you need. What you need is X, Y, and Z. And so you go into there because, again, the best new customer is a satisfied old customer. The best new client is a satisfied old client. Conrad, thank you for checking in with us. I know you never come on Facebook, which is probably smart for you. I've done 5 lives this week, bro. It's like a record for me. Anyway, so that's what I'm saying. Getting the first client is hard, but you build from there. So what I'm saying is, once you get some client that you like to work with, don't do the churn and burn thing. Like, don't approach it as, I'm gonna get this $500, I'm gonna get this $1,000, and see what's next. Try to parlay that into an ongoing relationship, multiple relationships, or not multiple relationships, multiple projects in that relationship, and then you can always ask for referrals from that. Referrals are huge. They've been big for me. I don't have a system for getting them. Just do a really good job for for the client, satisfy them, and then you're like, hey, look, I got a little space in my calendar. Is there anybody else, who might need a copywriter? Or they'll just say, hey, look, my buddy, I got one today from a client I had last year, and haven't talked with him in months. Yeah, I haven't talked with him. Matter of fact, I think the client is from 2017. I don't even know if I worked with him in 2018. Anyway, he sent me a message yesterday talking about, do I need work? Well, I don't. But since I know that you guys are here, I said, yeah, I mean, what's up? He said he's going to introduce me to somebody today. So you get a referral from people you treat right, and that's a way of growing your business. So I'm not saying that you think this way, but I know that it's easy to think short-term, short-sighted, or small. You might say, I'm just happy to get this one client, happy to get this one project. But remember, you're the guy, you're the gal who creates the results. Let me tell you 2 stories. I said it was going to be short, but it's going to be very short, I promise. I remember reading in Dan Kennedy said, I can't remember what company it was that he worked with, and he was getting paid all this money, and the CEO brought him in and said, hey, I just found out that you make more money than I do, and we can't have that. And Dan Kennedy says, well, you can do a lot of things, but I can do the thing that you can't do, which is get customers to bring money in the door. And that's why you pay me so much money. That's why I am worth this money. But don't worry, we'll keep it our little secret, right? That's the mentality that you have. And it's a real, true statement. You're the guy who gets the sales. You're the gal who brings in the money. So if they should pay you, they should respect you as an expert. They should respect you as a partner, and you should have the confidence to step to them that way, just based on the fact that you know what they don't know. You can do what they can't do. Now, the second story is the same story, only for me. I'm working with a client now. I started working with them at the end of 2016. Is that right? No, in 2017. Worked with them all through the year, and tripled their business. Literally, I just got the numbers from 2018. It's 3 times more. The sales are 3 times more than they were in 2017. I can't take credit for all of it, but a lot of it. But you know what else? The guy who owns the company told me this at the beginning. The number that I wanted, the only way I was going to get in on this project was I had a number in mind, and there's royalties involved, but the monthly retainer was substantial, more than he felt like paying. It took a long time for him to allow himself to pay it. And he said, "You're actually the highest paid person in my business, including me." I don't think anybody. It's our little secret. But the fact of the matter is, I helped triple the business in 1 year. So what's that worth to you? It's actually, specifically for this company, it's worth $1.3 million. So it's worth it. And it could be worth it for you too. So that's what I want to say. Like I said, it's not a tool, not necessarily a tactic, but it's a mindset that you got to have and an approach that you can take. Look to develop long-term relationships. Not just develop them, but start the conversation that way. I don't do small projects. And then they say, well, I'm looking for somebody. I only want that. And if you need the money, you say, okay, I'm going to make an exception because I like you. Or because I like this project. And because I have time and I'm bored. But just so you know, this is not going to be a complete solution for you. What you need is X, Y, and Z. But I'll do the thing that you asked me to do. I'll take your money to do that. But when you don't get the result that you want, it's not because I didn't write great copy. It's not because I didn't do what you asked me to do. It's because you asked for something that's not sufficient for the need that you have. So anyway, I just want to encourage you to think that way and to talk that way. And as you're developing your skills, you might feel like that imposter syndrome thing. Push it out of your mind as much as you can. It'll become more natural over time. And those of you who've been in the business for 5 or 10 years, you know this. The first 2 years you're like, I don't know about this, but I'm going to try. But then over time you see the results that you get, and you know what other people bring to the table is, that it's not as good as what you could do. So then you build the confidence in yourself and the confidence to say the thing that makes you nervous. Let me say this also, and then I'm shutting up for real. Your prospects in many cases are just as scared as you are. In the conversation, you're like, I'm scared to ask for this amount of money. They're scared you're going to ask for a lot too. They're scared. But that's what they need. Like I said, that's how you triple their business. Or that's how you 10x their business. You just a fear that you have to deal with, or nervousness that you have to deal with. So, you know what, I'm scared about this. But just so you know, he's scared too, or she's scared too. They're hoping you don't say, hey, I want $10,000 for that thing. I had another guy, he sent me a message. He was actually, it wasn't about a project, it was about doing a seminar for him. He said, I'm ready for the big number. He wasn't ready for the big number because he didn't come back and give it to me. But he was scared of what I was going to say to him was the number. So anyway, but I gave him the number. Actually, the number, my wife said it should have been bigger. It doesn't matter. I didn't get it anyway. So anyway, I want to encourage you. Think bigger. Walk in confidence in your skills and in the results that you can produce. And even, I see LaMonica, good to see you. Even if we're talking about things that are not necessarily direct response, people can't write. People, they're terrible at it. A lot of people have no confidence in their ability to do it, or they have no time to do it. So what you do, you're coming and bringing them the benefit of expertise, the benefit of, how they're going to look when their website is professionally done, at least copy-wise. You can give them the confidence. You can free up their time to focus on their highest value activities. And they don't have to worry about trying to blog or whatever they're doing that they hate to do anyway. You're allowing them to free themselves from doing that thing. Like I talked about in whatever day it was, when I was providing content for John Ford, he said, you gave me the week off. Thank you for that. So whatever benefit I got, it's fine with him because he got a benefit also. So even if you don't do direct response, you're just doing technical copywriting, or you're doing brand or PR kind of things. I have a client who I do some stuff that's not direct response. It's weird for me. I said I would never do that, but I just happen to like this client a lot. Some of the stuff I do is, I do outlines for podcasts and things like that. But it's fun. But anyway, the value is I brought creativity that you didn't have to waste or access on your own. I saved you some time. I saved you some, looking less than what you want to look when you bring content. You're going to get top-notch content. So I just want you to have that confidence that you're bringing real value, and it's worth a lot of money. It's worth more money than you think. And good clients know that. Bad clients, if they fight you on it too hard, just know that there's probably somebody you need to, you can work with them, but look to replace with a better client. And make all your clients happy. Like I said, you can say, I'm going to get this money and move on. But what you should do is, I'm going to kill this thing, even if I'm not getting paid as much as I want to. If you said yes, bring your best and blow it out of the water. Yeah, one more thing. I promise I'm going to shut up. I always say that. I got a client, this client that I said I'd triple their business. They came from a client I had before who couldn't afford me. I worked with them for a little while. They wanted to bring me in-house. I said maybe. But we gotta talk to these numbers, and the number wasn't enough. I said I can't afford that; it doesn't make sense. And they came and referred me to somebody else. That I can't afford this guy, but maybe you would like to have him. So it works. Just stick to your guns, but always do a great job, so that people, even when they say, I can't afford that guy, can't afford that woman, but when they meet somebody who's got more money, they say, you should talk to this person. And when you back down, you kind of lose credibility. And it's hard to ever come back when you give out low prices. I'll do that for $200. They'll never pay you $5,000 for anything. So anyway, that's it. I'm shutting up. The idea is the best new client is a satisfied old client. See what you can do about that. But getting the first client is sometimes the hard part. So we continue to talk about this. I might have one more idea. I don't know if I'll chime in tomorrow or not. As you know, Conrad at least knows, Saturdays we have pancakes and make a big breakfast thing. So anyway, I appreciate those of you who check this out all week. I want to be valuable. I want to talk about stuff that matters to you, stuff that will help you. So let me know. Let me know what those things are. and we can talk about it. And again, you share your insights, share your experiences, share your questions, so we can build each other up and help each other out. Happy Friday, and I'll talk soon.